This week on Wilderness Systems Kayak Bassin, Chad is in Livingston, Alabama, where he's hooked up with his good buddy Tim Rogers to fish one of Mossy Oak Properties' private lakes. Although the lake the guys are fishing has only ever been fished a few times, it's known to have a healthy largemouth population, and rumor has it, it holds some monster bass.
It's about to be ridiculous.
Hey! Got one?
Yeah.
Is that topwater?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't beat that.
No.
One on a worm, one on topwater.
Holy cow. He hit it as I was lifting it out of the water. Holy cow, that was nice. That was fun.
Hey, hey, hey!
Look at that color. Good one?
Good one. That's how you start it off, son. Hey, Chad, this is what a big bass looks like. Just in case.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is it right here, dude. This is why we're here. I think. Come on. Look, dude. I got a big bass with my bass. Got him. Look at this. Double hookup, baby. You can't beat that. So, first cast with the crankbait, I have one just smash it. I bring him in close to the boat and look down, and there's his buddy just trailing him. So this dude is right up next to the boat. His buddy's right next to him. I reach down, grab my other rod, pitch the bait over into his face, and get the double hook up. Neither one of them's a monster, but that was fun. Let's get this guy back in the water, and I'll unhook this one. Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, I'm gonna untangle this mess, and we'll be right back with more kayak bass fishing action from Alabama. 2 at a time, Tim, 2 at a time. Did like a little wiggle with it. That was awesome. Okay, so we were going to go to commercial break. I see another bass swim by the boat, just slowly troll the freaking crankbait in front of his face, and he smashed it right in front of the boat. Now, we will be back with more kayak bass fishing action. That was crazy, dude. Oh my goodness.
Welcome back to Wilderness Systems Kayak Bassin. This week, Chad Hoover's on one of Mossy Oak Properties' private lakes in Livingston, Alabama, with his good friend Tim Rogers. After catching bass off topwater, crankbaits, and worms within the first hour, the guys are quickly discovering that they're in for a very special day of fishing action.
So I was born and raised in Alabama. I've been living in Mississippi for the past 10 years. And I love Mississippi with all my heart, and I was able to meet my wife in Meridian when I lived there. And so I feel like I got the best thing Mississippi had to offer, but my heart is probably always going to be here in Alabama. The football, the fishing, the outdoor activities, the boating, the lakes, the hunting. We just have so much to offer here in the state of Alabama, and as you see from all the fish that we've caught, you know, it just gets better every time I come back down here. Well, I just caught this fish on a worm. You see all this structure. These fish are just laying below some of these limbs, some of these down trees. it's one of those days where you got a lot of options.
There could be a school over here. That might be why I'm over there. That's the place I've caught. Yep, look at that, another bass. Holy cow. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, this cranking blaster coming through the treetop, oh, it came off. Came unbuttoned. I let it jump. This is crazy. 7 casts, 7 bass in this one spot. All on the crank. They are schooled up in these treetops. Oh, yeah. They are schooled up in these treetops. Something fierce.
Ken, big fish.
Tim's hooked up over here with a toad.
Chad.
That's nice. Golly, man.
Come here, thing. Whoo, look at that.
I'm holding the cameraman in position while Tim's fighting a fish and hook up another one just flip casting into the treetop. It's crazy over here. Look at the body on these things. Wow. You know, we're not standing by the urinal, so you can finally say yours is bigger, Tim. That's awesome. I'm gonna get mine back in the water. Why don't you tell the folks at home how you caught that little stud?
Look at the tail on this thing.
Nice.
I was sitting over there, I saw Chad catch
8 fish, 8 casts.
All right, I'm putting it back. 8 fish, and switched, first cast.
Oh my,
5 pounder.
9 fish,
And he just
9
caught another
casts,
one.
while I'm sitting here out of the treetop. Look at that. Is that ridiculous or what? I cast over the tree limb. This is insanity, Tim. Insanity, I'm telling you. Wow.
Chad likes to talk about how small I am. I mean, when was 5'11 and a half, 180 pounds small to somebody? So, consider the source. Chad, is my size intimidating you?
It is, man.
Chad, just take a look. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right, let's get this guy back in the water. Boom. Man, this crankbait bite is hot. Let me show you something that's pretty cool. Actually, you're not gonna be able to see the screen from here. But one of the things that I like to do when I catch a fish is to use the fish log app from Scoutlook. What that does is, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect the fish to be schooling. I didn't expect the fish to be biting right now. This is supposed to be the off-peak period. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark these fish as I catch them, and then later on figure out exactly why these fish are feeding so far ahead of the feeding time. I mean, we're out of the minor feeding time and a good 3 or 4 hours from the primary feeding time, and these fish are flat smashing it. So the fish log out from Scoutlook captures all the weather data, the time, everything that's going on, allows you to go back and edit it at home online. So that when you see those conditions again, you can reproduce those conditions. So Scoutlook fish log app is the ultimate tool for repeating your successes out on the water and it not being a fluke. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. I'm still jacked up from all this fish. This is unbelievable.
Stay tuned as Chad tops off a magical day of fishing with the biggest bass he's ever caught on film.
Oh my God! Whoa! Holy cow! Dude, look at this thing!
Welcome back to Wilderness Systems Kayak Bassin. This week, Chad Hoover is in Livingston, Alabama with his good friend Tim Rogers for what has turned out to be an epic day of bass fishing.
I want you to pay close attention when he hooks a fish. And his rod tip moves about 6 inches. And you know, he can't understand why he's losing these fish. And I don't know if it's because he lacks motivation. I know he does.
You know, what's funny is a day on the water with Tim Rogers. He gives me a lot of heat about my hook set. He's always telling me, man, you got to set that hook. He says, Hoove, man, I see you. You need to set the hook. And I don't think he understands that I don't have to set the hook like he does because I don't have these little bitty chicken wing, little bitty pterodactyl arms. So I always think it's, I always get a big smile on my face when I watch Tim pitch a jig out there and I see him go on point and then I see that rapid hook set. You know what, Tim? Relax a little bit. Get a little longer rod, man. Compensate. There's no shame in compensating. You know, there's no shame. I mean, you're flying an Airbus A300. You're already compensating. Go ahead and get a longer rod, brother. You don't have to do that samurai hook set.
I mean, this spot this morning, Chad pulled up and caught 12 fish on 12 casts right here. And I just got finished, I lost my rod in the water. Decent fish. And Chad just found the rod for me, and I'm just dropping my jig straight down. Same spot, just dropping it straight down. I caught 2 fish. Oh my gosh, Ken. Freaking wasp is eating me alive. Well, no wonder he hit it. Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Did you catch a one-eyed fish this morning?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Pirate fish. Oh, one eye. I thought he'd been caught this morning.
I'll tell you what, this crankbait blaster from All Pro Rods is the reason that I switched to All Pro. It's an all graphite crankbait rod that has the action of a crankbait rod that's got glass in it, so it's lightweight. It's got the deep parabolic bend. It's got a real sensitive tip, comfortable grip. They left the foregrip off so that you can get your finger against the blank, and when you're reeling it through there, you can feel every twig, every tick, I mean, you can feel the hooks clanking the side of the spinnerbait. This thing is so sensitive. I'll tell you what, guys, you know, it's not over yet, but I have had one of the best days I've had on the water in a long time. I can't say enough about this Mossy Oak property down here in Livingston, Alabama. Let me tell you a little bit about the gear that I was using today. First and foremost, I was in the Wilderness Systems Commander 140. That's the 14-foot version, a little bit better gear capacity, tracks a little better in the winds, got the deep keel in the nose. I was changing from standing to sitting in the captain's perch. I'm a heavy dude, so going in over the top of these little stick-ups, I like to have a boat that doesn't have any scuppers. So this boat is a canoe kayak hybrid, you know, a crossover boat that allows me to not have any scuppers and go through this really heavy timber and this submerged cover very cleanly. The park and pole from Yak Attack helped me hold position in the wind anytime I had bottom contact. And probably the most valuable thing I had on the water today was this fish grip attached to my anchor trolley, which doubled as my bush hook. Reaching out and grabbing a hold of stuff. Even when you couldn't see it in the video, a lot of times I was grabbing a hold of treetops and stuff that were just below the surface. Allowed me to position myself. You know, we've caught them on jigs. The crankbait bite was unbelievable. We've caught them on plastics. I caught quite a few fish this morning on topwater. The sun's starting to drop. I think the buzz bite's gonna turn on. I'll tell you one thing that performed above all else today, and that was my All Pro rods, especially that medium heavy crank and blaster.
Welcome back to Wilderness Systems Kayak Bassin. This week, Chad Hoover and Tim Rogers are experiencing one of the best days of fishing ever at one of Mossy Oak Properties' private lakes in Livingston, Alabama. But even though they've caught hundreds of quality fish on this day, they're still looking to cap it off with a trophy bass.
My wife and I have volunteered our time in the community, and we have a lot of experience dealing with special needs children And I can comfortably say that those children are a joy to be around and function on a very high level compared to Chad Hoover. So coming on the set with Chad, it's like being at home.
Have you been camped on that spot?
Yeah, I mean, they get bigger every. Good call on crankbait, huh? I mean, if we were keeping score today, I think you and I are winning.
Yeah.
I think we're winning. We're winning today.
Stupid or what? Golly. I think this fish has been caught.
He looks like all the other ones. I'd like to move. Kinda. Only because my back's hurting me. That's the only reason, because I'm twisted up. But it's the only way I can stay anchored. Dude, this is one eye again. Oh my gosh. Chad, it's one eye.
The same one?
It's one eye, man. See that spot? Dude just goes back down, recharges his batteries for about an hour, and then he's ready to go. I mean, he's like the Energizer Bunny, man. He doesn't care.
Oh!
It was a good one, man.
God, that was a big fish. Holy smoke. This is the best fish of the day.
Are you serious?
Big fish, big bait, baby. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Chad.
Oh my God! Whoa! Holy cow! Dude, look at this thing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a stud. That is a tank. I don't care how fat I am and how little I make fish look. You can't make that fish look little. Wow.
Dude.
So I said to myself that, let me get this bait out of his mouth. I've caught a lot of fish today, so I might as well swing for the fence to try to get that big fish. And I put on the Whopper Plopper, which is one of my go-to really big fish lures. And I don't know why I don't throw it more, but I have tied this thing on quite a few times the last part of the day and just hammered a pure giant. Oh my gosh. And on topwater, it doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. He's 11 and a half, dude.
Hold on.
I'm touching. Okay guys, so we've got this big girl revived. Put her on the scale at 11 and a half pounds on a topwater Whopper Plopper. Nothing like it. Tim, brother, I'm gonna get this girl back in the water. Make sure she swims off healthy. Oh, I love it when they kick out of your hand. Like, look at that. Look at her swimming. Kick.
It's awesome.
Oh,
man.
nothing
Awesome.
like it. You know what? I got to thank the folks at Mossy Oak Properties for making this happen. Unbelievable day on the water.
Unbelievable.
Finish it off with an exclamation point of a double-digit bass on top water. There's nothing like it. Brother, I cannot thank you enough for bringing me down here. Alabama, if you are looking to come find some big bass, Alabama never fails. You know what? I hate it when it comes to football, but I love it when it comes to catching footballs. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next week for more kayak bass fishing action. Let's try one more.
No, dude, let's quit. We're done.
You know what? Whether you're new to kayak fishing or you're looking to give kayak fishing a try, visit Hook One at kayakfishinggear.com for the latest in kayak fishing accessories, kayaks, and you know what? If you don't see something that you like, give us a call and we'll make sure we add it. Wow, nice fish.